I'm Alma Lee. I'm a psychotherapist and transformative lifestyle resiliency coach and author, and I want to help you reach your goals by teaching you how to step outside of those fear-based mindsets and into your powerful, loving self. Let's get started. Let's get into it. It's a gorgeous, beautiful Monday here, September 18th, the year 2023. It's a fantastic day. You know why? It's my birthday. That's right. It is my birthday. And today, this birthday is a milestone for me. Today is my 50th birthday. And I want to share with you my thoughts on getting older as a woman, and what does it mean to me to get older, and how do I see myself moving forward in life. I want to share that with you, and hopefully from my perspective, maybe inspire you a little bit. I don't think that I subscribe to the normal programming of what it means for people to get older, specifically for women getting older. I'm quite proud that I've made it to 50 years on this earth. It's a little mind-boggling, if I'm being honest. I don't feel like what I guess you would think 50 should feel like. When I was in my 30s, or when I turned 30, if you had asked me, what do you think turning 50 is going to be like? And I think I probably would have had the mindset that I would have felt a lot more broken, a lot older than I feel. But quite honestly, I feel free. My mindset has shifted completely. My priorities have completely transformed. I believe that being older has provided me with the clarity of doing better work. I'm not focused on things that are out of my control so much these days. So I want to offer up that to you, the listener, as a point of wisdom in getting older and looking forward to what the years ahead of you look like. Let's see. What have I learned? What have I learned in 50 years on this earth? I have learned, you know that old song, "Hold on loosely, but don't let go." Who sings that song? If you cling too tight, babe, you're gonna lose control. You didn't know I was gonna sing to you today. I am currently on vacation with some friends of mine, and I'm gonna try to talk them into going to karaoke. Of course, I love to sing. That song, is it 38 Special? Somebody's gonna have to tell me. I'm doing this off the cuff, guys. I'm doing it off the top of my head. Hold on loosely. I'm gonna look at it after I record this. I'll probably laugh at myself. Is it 38 Special? So anyway, the meaning of the song is what comes to mind when I think about what have I learned in 50 years. And I've learned that the things that come to you, the blessings, as well as the problems, hold on loosely. Don't hold on so tight that you can't let go of them. Don't white-knuckle death grip anything. Relationships, specifically, jobs, situations, things. Don't hold on to things and people and situations and experiences so tightly that you feel fractured when they're gone, because nothing is permanent. So that's the first thing that comes to mind when I think about what I've learned. In that same spirit, I think about, everything in life comes, it doesn't come to you, it comes through you. Think about that. Everything that you've experienced in this world, every blessing, every adversity, every tragedy, every trauma, every triumph, everything's temporary and it doesn't last. That's why gratitude in the moment is so vital. It's so critical. So I think about these things, and I think about being present right here and now, being present right now while I'm recording this for you, and thinking about what I've learned and how am I able to cultivate my gratitude. I think about people that I've lost, people that have already transitioned back to the higher consciousness. I think about the day that I transition back to higher consciousness. I think about what my purpose is, what my role is here on this earth. How am I supposed to serve humanity? How can I walk this earth and be an inspiration to other people? I think about that every day. I think about how I can use my experience in this incarnation as a human being to challenge and inspire other people to live up to their full and true potential, so you can live up to your potential, to find your purpose. And I think about that. So I don't hold on to things too tightly, because I know that whatever it is, it will pass. Whether it's a blessing or whether it's a tragedy, it's a triumph or an adversity. It's things that, cause us pain or things that cause us joy. None of it lasts. Everything is temporary. Everything comes through you, not to you. And so don't hold on to it too tight. That's what I think about. What else have I learned? I've learned that I can't help everybody. I've learned that there are people who are in this life who will transition out of this life not having learned a damn thing. And I have to let go of trying to expend my precious energy and time in trying to positively affect those people. I have to let that go. And I have to focus my energy in the spaces and the places and with the people who are most ready to receive that inspiration. So that's been kind of a hard lesson for me, to let go of the people that just aren't ready. They'll never be ready, or they've got their head firmly planted in the sand. Not to say that I have all the answers, but you know what I'm talking about. You know those people that refuse to be accountable, that refuse to evolve, that are too fearful to grow, that spew venom and are a basic scourge of humanity. Those people that are more problems than solutions. Those people who seek to find the ill in life and focus on being a victim. Those people. I try to not allow them and their energy to affect mine. I try to not allow their lower vibration to lower mine. So I think about that, and it's a reminder. I think it's important that those people are here as well, because those are the challenges that I face in reminding me to stay the course. It helps me to stay focused. Let's see, what else? I believe after the age of 30, I think up until the age of 30, provided that you are in good health, I think once you reach the age of 30 is when you have to start paying it back. And what I mean by that is I can remember being in my 20s and drinking my paycheck. Oh, golly. The thought of that just makes my stomach hurt. But I can remember being that young and that naive and innocent and ignorant and not taking care of my health, smoking cigarettes and drinking and not taking care of my nutrition and not taking care of my hygiene a lot of the time, to be honest. So I think about after the age of 30 is when things start to kind of creak and, get a little issues here. You start noticing that cholesterol going up. So at the age of 50, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it as far as what I need to do in order to stay the course. I don't take my health for granted at all. At all. I'm very cognizant of being mindful of not just my physical well-being, but my mental and my emotional well-being. And I drink a lot of water these days, a lot of carbonated water. That's my thing. What else? What else have I learned? I've learned, this has been a hard lesson over the last probably 5 years or so since my divorce, is I cannot expect me from other people. I have to allow people to be exactly who they are. I can't push and pressure other people to change or evolve into being the person that I want them to be. I have to allow them to be who they are. And then I have to decide on whether or not I want to participate. I have to decide on whether or not I want to contribute, to engage, allow access. Access is a privilege. You've heard me say that before. So, that's that's a hard lesson. That was a hard lesson for me to learn. But once I learned it, I realized how much of my energy and time it freed up. When you just stop fighting, a battle, an uphill battle, such as trying to, get somebody to change, that means, those situations where you become dysregulated emotionally, you become angry, and you start kind of yelling at somebody because they're not, their words and actions don't match, and you are very upset with them, and you let them know it. But the reality of it is, the reason that you're angry is because you don't want to change. So you're trying to badger and bully somebody else into doing the thing that they said they were going to do, but they never had any intention of following through. So they're not being the person that they said they were going to be, and you're angry because you don't want to let them go. You want them to be who they promised they were going to be. It's a tough lesson to learn, but honestly, once you learn it, it's easy to walk away from situations like that when you start to recognize when people's actions don't match their words. And actions are everything, aren't they? I think actions never lie. People will always do exactly what they want to do. So you have got to have the discernment, the acuity, the ability to focus on someone's actions versus what they're saying to you. It can be so easy to fall into that trap of someone maybe love bombing you or saying the things that you want to hear at work, maybe, But you got to pay attention to how people act. And that's where you're going to find your truth, as it is. So yeah, allowing people to just be who they are and then deciding whether or not I want to participate. And a lot of the times, I genuinely don't mean anything ill. I don't when I walk away or when I enforce a boundary. A lot of times, it's the equivalent of saying no thank you and shutting the door and locking it and walking away and then just not investing any more energy in that. I get misconstrued from time to time for being a bitch. And maybe that's true. It's irrelevant to me at this point, Let's see, what other lessons have I learned? I've learned that abundance has nothing to do with money. I've learned that abundance is a mindset. Abundance is merely having the ability to do what you want when you want to do it. And sometimes that doesn't have anything to do with finances. It does sometimes, but other times, no, not necessarily. It requires creativity and forethought and some planning, but sometimes it doesn't require the actual financial aspect. Being present, being able to prioritize things and drop what is unimportant as a means of focusing what is important. And what's important to me, my children, number one. My children are always 100% number one. I want to keep them on a long, long, long leash and let them be their own individuals. But at the end of the day, I'm still mom. I'm mom first. I'll always be mom first. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of my kids. Let's see. Next to that, my girlfriends, my friendships. They're my tribe. The women, the strong, beautiful, wonderful, intelligent, thoughtful, creative women in my life have held me up and held me down all my life. And, I have yet to find a romantic partnership that would ever compare on the level of love I have for the women in my life. And that's just the way it is. I'm pretty proud of myself for having the ability to step back in my life and just pay attention to where the love is in my life. And pay attention to putting my energy and my effort in the direction in which I receive it. So I invest in my relationships with the women in my life, and I receive that emotional fulfillment, that support. It keeps me afloat, that keeps me going from the reciprocity of these beautiful relationships that I have with these women. And I can honestly say, at 50, it blows my mind that I am as happy as I've ever been in my entire life. My ability to be focused in my gratitude, I'm grateful to have the ability to focus on my gratitude. I hope you are too. I hope that you have the ability to sit and, really consider, what is your abundance? What is your mindset when it comes to abundance? And how are you being mindful in the moment when you think about the things that you have and how you express appreciation? Of course I have, back pain and little things that come with age, but I look at it as a reminder of, not to be depressed, but that I need to be grateful for what I have, and that I do have the ability to move around and be healthy and exercise and, socialize and go out and just live. I'm grateful for that. And I've learned to keep it simple. You gotta keep it simple. Chaos doesn't do anything for any of us. We really just want to have freedom and peace. I think that's what we're all seeking. Don't you think? I think we're all trying to get to the same place. We just take different paths to get there. And I think, lastly, what I've learned in 50 years on this earth is to just challenge myself to do better every day. I don't compete. I do, but with myself. I don't compete with other people. And I don't think other people should compete with me. There are plenty of people out there. You can find them all over the place, all over social media. You can find books and podcasts of people who, have very similar philosophies as my own, and they probably sound a lot like what I sound like, but they're not Alma Lee, and I'm not them. Same thing can be said for you. I was speaking to a client a few days ago where she was, struggling with a little bit of, I'm not sure if it's imposter syndrome, but she was questioning her purpose and questioning whether or not her voice could be heard, I think was the idea she was struggling with. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you could have two people standing side by side and delivering the same message. And the reality of it is they may be delivering the same message, but they're individuals, and nobody can do what you do, even if somebody else is doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So don't get it all twisted up in your head. If you have an idea, if you have a message, if you have an idea of what your purpose is, go for it. Because nobody else can deliver it the way you can. Nobody else can do it the way you do. Nobody else can say it the way that you say it. Nobody else is you. You could be selling socks. Well, there's a lot of people out there who sell socks, but nobody can sell socks like you can. So take that to the bank. It's important to understand, respect your own individuality, and be good to yourself. So I think those are the lessons that I've learned. I feel incredibly honored to be able to have this platform to share with you, and I hope that it's an inspiration for you. I hope that you can glean a few opportunities to take some time for yourself and to ask yourself the question, what is it that you're grateful for? Gratitude will never get old with me. It's the cornerstone of your joy. You have to have gratitude in order to have joy. You have to have an abundance mindset. And I'm excited to see what the future holds. I intend to live until I'm 150. I don't think that's asking too much. Think about it. It's the year 2023. You know, who says I can't live to the year 21, 23? I mean, with the advancements of science and medicine. But at any rate, I'm here now, and I'm grateful for now. And I'm taking it day by day, and I think you should too. So on that note, I'm going to go and spend some time with my friends here and enjoy my respite. And I hope that you have a wonderful week, and be good to yourself. And think about what you're grateful for. That's what I want for my birthday. Is I'd like for you to sit and think about what you're grateful for, and think about what mindset can you shift out of that may be not so healthy, or not so helpful, and what can you do to change it. And that's what I would like for my birthday, is hopefully for you to walk away and feel a little bit of inspiration. And that is going to wrap it up for me. I think I'm going to go get some cake now. All right. From Fear to Love. This has been an LBM production. Please like, subscribe, and share this show. Thanks for listening.